all day today?
Looks like it. It's supposed to be like 10% chance of rain right now. But I think
We're getting all 10%?
Yeah, we're getting all 10%, and then it's like, goes up from there all afternoon. So I think we're...
Crap. Not sure how the check-in process is going to work here. Hello, sir. We have a reservation today.
It's not available yet.
Okay.
So feel free to head on the park and hang out. And
Okay.
Come back about 2. It should be open.
Cool, man. Thanks. Thanks. Hey!
Hey, man tracking. Love you guys.
Thanks, guys. Man trekking. I guess we're going to go find a place to hang out in the park. We're an hour and a half early to check in, so that's okay. Alright, we'll wait on them to know that our site's available. We did drive by there and it is available. Well, there's no one on it, but they may not have cleaned it yet. So we've been relaxing back here in the lounge, and you know, we've talked about this a bunch of times. It's a garage, it's a lounge, it can't really be both, and we've landed on something that really works. We'll show you a little bit more about it in detail later, but I think it's time for us to roll up towards the office and officially check in so we can start enjoying our stay here at Anastasia. But this is pretty comfortable right here.
One moment.
Okay, sir. Thanks very much. Appreciate you.
18 through 35. We're looking for 36.
36.
All right.
Okay.
36.
So this is our site here. This is number 36. What do you think? You tell me where you would put everything.
I think I would just back in here. The trailer goes back here. The van goes here. We can put the room over here. But you want to do what?
You win. That's good. We'll do that. That's easy.
That's just the easiest.
That's okay. All right. Okay. Your walkie-talkie working?
It's working. A little further to the driver's side. Looking good.
Well, what a beautiful site we have. It is not that difficult actually to back the trailer in and to get everything ready. It's just a matter of putting it in the right place, then deciding what we actually want to do with the site, which is always different. You never know where you're going to be able to actually set up, but we had a few discussions and I think we ended up with a setup that really works for us. So we got the trailer in the right place, disconnected it from the RV, and then pulled forward and then pulled in across the site instead of backing into the site. And I think we both now agree that that works really, really well. Next step is to get the rug out. That's not that hard to do, but it was a little dirty from the last time we used it. And then put the orange rug down and get the room out to set it up. We've never really shown you how easy it is to set this room up, but I gotta tell you, it really is pretty easy. It's just a matter of pulling out on each one of these little pops so that it pops in place. There are 4 of these and then a zipper. You do that, set it up, stake it down, get it just in the right place. And while I'm staking things down, Lynn's usually getting the chairs out and getting them just in the right position and opening them up and getting them ready to sit in. Once that's done, we're usually finished. I think the entire process took us maybe 15 minutes and we actually were filming it this time. So I think maybe 10 minutes for us is pretty much what we count on, even if we set everything up like we did this time. But it took a little longer this time because we met someone with a Lexor that likes to watch our channel, Bill Bailey.
Down here, but
Well, we got the Blackstone based on what you did, and
do a happy dance.
yeah.
We're at Anastasia State Park, and this is one of our favorite parks on the east coast of Florida. And I think by the time we finish showing you this site and this place, you'll know why. I'm going to go sit down in the chair now and relax for a little bit, because it will not be long. Maggie's going to be wanting to, well, walk around and see if anybody's answered any of the messages. She's already ready. Any of the messages that she left the last time we were here. This is what camping's all about here. Getting it all set up and then just being able to go. Didn't you say your mom used to do that all the time? Your grandmother would blow just for no reason.
Yeah.
What do you want, Maggie? What do you want? Are you ready to go for your walk already? I just got to sit down. Can I sit down for just a minute? Please, please. So Maggie decided that it's finally time to take a walk. Second day at Anastasia starts, and it's a little foggy and misty, but 64 degrees. The high is going to be 70. We're walking Maggie right now and talking about the plan for today and tomorrow. I think we're about to land on it. Read the messages, Magpie. Unlike walking at home with Maggie, here we get to walk on a nature trail. It's really cool. We're enjoying it about as much as Maggie is, I think. Smells like a tree. So you can take that campground loop all the way over to the other campground, which is for bigger RVs. The smaller RVs like ours and tents are over here in this area that has all these little loops. But it's a shaded little trail. Looks like it's about 1.5 miles to go the complete loop. And for us, we have a little bit to get back to our campsite. But if you're here at this campground, it's a really neat little thing to do. If you want to continue on to the beach, there's a cutoff that heads over straight that way, or you can go to the big campground and keep going through there, and there's a trail that'll take you there. All in all, it's a trail here. Well, it's one of the reasons we recommend state parks here in Florida, because being able to have something like this right at your front door, pretty good stuff there. Makes an old man do a happy dance. I gotta get the happy dance walking. I stopped so that I wouldn't have to move, and I got behind. Because Maggie can smell the barn. She's heading back. I didn't press record and record that, but I just stopped the host that cleaned our site yesterday and told him how clean it was and how thankful we are for the work that they do. They're volunteers that stay here, and they do a lot of work to keep this place looking as beautiful as it is. When Lynn and I checked in yesterday, every inch of our campsite had been raked. It's just so cool. So, just doing that to remind you, make sure you tell those guys thank you. They work hard, and sometimes it's a really difficult job. Ooh, that's a big ass van. You want one that big?
Nope.
This is home for us. Want some water, Maggie? So when we bought our bikes, we thought they were going to be a lot of fun, and they have been. But we also bought them thinking they would be pretty good transportation if we wanted to leave the van in one place and then head into a town. Like maybe down in Key West or where we are today,
St. Augustine.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night.
Is that a little narrow?
Oh man, I was doing a one-legged bike roll. So now that we're getting ready to go over the bridge, over the Intracoastal Waterway and into the old part of Saint Augustine, things are going to get a little more interesting. Old houses and old roads and narrow cobblestones, and it's just a beautiful city. And many of you may be asking, why did we come north to come to Saint Augustine? Well, when you're within an hour and 30 minutes of the oldest city in the United States, and there's an opening at one of your favorite parks, well, you change your plans and you come north. So we're not going to go in the Castillo de San Marcos fort because we did that the last time we were here, and we'll put a link to that video right up above. But if you're in the Saint Augustine area, this is the oldest and the biggest masonry fort in the United States, and it's really cool. You remember last year you told me what the pirate's favorite letter is? You remember what it is?
Uh-huh.
It's R.
No, it's C.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Never ends. Let's be more than friends. Yeah.
So Lynn's going to go inside, see what she wants, and then tell me, and I'm going to go in and order for both of us, and we're going to find a place out here to eat lunch out of the traffic. Pretty cool place. If you're ever here, second best pizza in the country.
Lunch today.
So this is lunch today. What kind of pizza is this?
Chicken Tuscany.
It's got artichoke on it. I didn't know that. We do have some garlic rolls. And we're sitting out on our own little bench, having a good time. Cool little place we found here to just have our little picnic. Little cobblestone street. And just off of Spanish Street. So you got a little energy, ready to go ride a little more?
I'm ready.
Me too.
Let's go.
No, I'm here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me. I just feel so lucky. Still can't believe you love me.
So tonight on the griddle, we're gonna make seared scallops. First stop to prepare for that, we need some scallops. I'm not gonna go catch them. We're going to Publix. We have the griddle scorching hot, and we're gonna put some olive oil down, and you're gonna put a lot of olive oil down because next thing on there is going to be the scallops. Okay, so griddle me this. See this white smoke coming up? That means our olive oil is ready to start putting the scallops down, and this is going to happen quickly. So pay attention. I'm going gonna drop them down. Those are gonna cook for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're gonna flip them over. We'll be ready to put the next batch on.
When are you gonna put the lemon on?
Fast. I'm cooking on a griddle like I'm working at Waffle House here. Except nobody's yelling an order out to me, you know. But I'm trying to turn these out. Little bitty scallops. But here's what they look like. Bouncing everywhere. Okay, so here's what we've got so far. Steaming hot, griddle me this scallops with parsley on top. Gonna be good. We'll plate it up and we'll be right back. Okay, let's try this out. Let's get a little piece of scallop. Here we go. First bite.
You're already swaying.
I don't know how scallops swim. Man, do the scallop. Do the scallop. Man, that's delicious. We're going to pair that up with some asparagus. Sorry about that, Gus. Meet me again next week around the griddle, and we'll griddle up something else. Glad you guys are with us. Remember, when you cook something like this, do it with love and do your happy dance. I guarantee you it's going to taste better than dirt. I'm menstruating out my nose. I don't know what's going on. My nose started bleeding. A packet full of booger rags. Let's see if I can get it quit bleeding. This is dadgum scallops, I believe. What? Do you booger dance?
So this morning we're getting ready to pack up and pull out of Anastasia State Park, and we thought we'd take a few minutes to tell you what we liked about the park.
There's a lot to like. First of all, this is probably the most beautiful and scenic and well taken care of site that we've ever had at any state park. It's just fantastic, isn't it? We're back here in the it's like we're in our own little natural area.
Yeah, it is. It's
perfect.
really nice.
It's perfect.
This park is really big. It has 2 different campground areas, and it also has beachfront that you can either walk to or ride your bikes to.
So if you don't bring your water toys like we do, then you can rent them here inside the park. But if you do bring them, you can launch them at a couple places here in the park as well. But
the weather didn't allow us to do that while we were here, but maybe next time. The park also provides lots and lots of hiking trails for both us and Maggie.
And probably one of the best parts about this park, it's 2 miles away from the downtown area of Old Saint Augustine. The marina area and the historic areas and all the restaurants and all the friends that we have that live here. It's a reason that you'll probably see us come back to this area again and again because it's really, really cool here and dear to our hearts.
Yep. We appreciate you watching.
and do the YouTubey thing of subscribing if you haven't already done that, or click on the little like button. Until we see you again next week, we hope you're safe and healthy and that you seek out adventure as well. We'll see you down the road.